Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Agriculture should expect an aggressive trade agenda to return under a second Trump administration. That was the message from President-elect Trump's ambassador to China, Terry Branstad, at this week's Agricultural Retailer Association's annual meeting in Houston, Texas. The former governor of Iowa speaking plainly about what to expect from the next Trump administration.
I know people are concerned about the tariffs. But the fact is, he looks at the tariffs as a way to get their attention and eventually to get better trade agreements, fair and reciprocal agreements.
As ambassador to China during the first Trump administration, he had a front row seat to the trade negotiations that ultimately yielded a Phase 1 agreement.
I believe that Trump will try to do as he did before, get their attention through the tariffs, and he's doing the same thing with Canada and Mexico, but then try to work out a trade agreement and that's fair and reciprocal. And the key there is it's got to be a win-win situation.
Branstad says he expects the administration to continue its focus on trade with China, including taking steps beyond that Phase 1 deal.
Do you think they'll work toward a Phase 2 or continue?
I think so. That was the intent when we agreed to the Phase 1 agreement, and the problem was there wasn't the support in China to go the extra mile and do the other Phase 2. But I know that the Trump team wanted to do that, and had he been reelected at that time, I think they would have pursued it.
Now, according to USDA, in 2023, China was the largest market for U.S. ag exports, accounting for 17% of the total. They're also a significant supplier of inputs such as fertilizer and crop protection products. Leaders with ARA admit trade is high on their list of things to watch in the new administration.
I understand that the president's trying to level the playing field and punish some people that have been taking advantage of the global trade rules. But we've got to make sure everybody understands the consequences of using that particular tool and what the ramifications will be when it comes back around.
Regardless of the concern, Kopic knows the industry shouldn't expect the status quo.
Biden did nothing for 4 years. And so I think that we're going to see a much more aggressive approach taken. Some people are fearful of that. I actually think it's a good thing. I think it will lead to more fairness and reciprocity in terms of trade.